turn franchises around. Jayden Daniels led the Commanders from last place in the NFC East to the NFC Championship just a year after C.J. Stroud took the Texans from a 3-13-1 record to the divisional round. And now we this draft another Super Bowl champion joining the show. My guy, Damian Woody. Great to have you with us. The Wood. I like the yellow.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh. Let's not start this early.
Where's the blazer? Where's the tie? Yo, man. Yo.
Hey.
Wait. We gonna talk.
Listen, I can't. The reason I'm not wearing any blazer because I need elbow room so I can go ahead and do my thing right now. That's what I need.
I'm doing my thing. I'll be back tomorrow.
Well, okay, when you come back,
I'll deal with you tomorrow. You're going to be the standard.
You're going to be respectful.
The standard on this show.
You're going to be respectful to me on this set.
You're going to be respectful with your wardrobe. But let's go.
Shay, what's up, baby?
I'm good, Woody. How you doing this morning, bro?
I'm good, my brother.
All right, gentlemen, tell me this. Woody, I'll start with you. Which prospect do you think will have the most Daniels-like impact?
Yeah, well, let me preface before I say it that usually when we talk about quarterbacks usually have the biggest impact because they play the most important position.
Yeah.
They have the ball. But if I had to make one pick, it would be Travis Hunter.
Okay.
Because I think Travis Hunter plays on both sides of the ball. Obviously, I think Travis Hunter coming in could be an all-pro type of cornerback like in the first year or so because of his ability to do what most cornerbacks can't do, which is get his hands on the football. He can go in and play on both sides of the ball. It's just a matter of how many reps, how many snaps he's going to take on the offensive side. But this is, even though as a wide receiver, he can be a Pro Bowl type of wide receiver. That's how good his skill set is on that side of the ball. So if I'm picking a guy, for me, it's Travis Hunter.
I'm going to go with Cam Ward. And here's why I'm going to say that. We know that he passed for about 4,313 yards, completed about 67% of his passes. Okay, we get that part. But his ability to run with the football, the athleticism that they point to, along with the fact that this is a mimicking type league where if you see something and it works, everybody's looking for that component. To see Jayden Daniels come on the scene and do what he did last season, if you look at Cam Ward, he's a bigger dude who can run his damn self. And then when you look at him and the discrepancy in his numbers, Woody and Shannon, what he is under pressure compared to what he is when he's not under pressure, that just lends itself more towards him running with the football. Major splits when it comes to Pro Football Focus's grade with him. Against pressure, he's at 56.5%. With no pressure, it's at 94.1%. I'm looking at him. And obviously, when he's under pressure, he doesn't throw with the level of accuracy you'd like to see. I think that lends itself towards him running with the football more. I think that mimics what Jayden Daniels does, even though Jayden Daniels can obviously throw with accuracy. I think we'll see Cam Ward running the football a lot, and I think that's why I pick him to answer this question.
Well, if we're looking at it from a quarterback perspective, I don't think any of the quarterbacks will have that type of impact because I don't believe any of the quarterbacks coming in is as good as Jayden Daniels, and I don't believe they were set up to have in a similar situation like Jayden Daniels and C.J. Stroud were. Woody, I would say this about Travis Hunter. I'm not so sure he's going to play the number of plays to have the impact that he had at Colorado. I don't believe he's going to play 130 plays. Now, I know he believes that. But the mental fatigue that it takes to spend that kind of time and to understand what they're doing schematically from an offensive standpoint as a defensive back and to understand what they're doing defensively as a wide receiver, I think that's going to be a bit much. So I think the impact that he could possibly have, I don't think it's going to be as big because he's not going to play as many reps on that side, on the other side of the ball as he played in Colorado. So for me, I don't think any of the players coming in is going to have that Jayden Daniels type impact because I don't believe they're going to a situation, especially with him being the quarterback. He has the ball, as Woody mentioned, all the time. And he went to a situation where they had skill position around him. And I think DQ did a great job of, got Cliff Kingsbury, that OC, Woody. Where are these guys going and who's the OC? I know Kellen Moore, but I don't believe Kellen Moore has with New Orleans, what they're going through, that rebuild with all those salary cap. I don't think any of the guys are going to have a Jayden Daniels type impact.
Yeah, listen, I totally agree with you. I don't think any of these guys are the prospect that Jayden Daniels was, especially at the quarterback position. And I think you're right. Like Travis Hunter, I think he can affect both sides of the ball, but I think there's going to be there's going to be a transition period. He's not going to have the amount of snaps he had at Colorado. There's no way you can tell me you guard Jamar Chase, on one end, and then you got to go out there and play a bunch of snaps at the wide receiver position. I just don't think that's palpable.
Pat Surtain.
Yeah, that's right. I just don't think that'll happen. So I don't think anybody in this draft class is going to have the type of impact as Jayden Daniels.
All right, just 48 hours away from the NFL draft right here on ESPN and ABC.
Draft day declaration.
Greedy, Abdul Carter is a New England Patriot, and the way we get there is Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, and then John Mara comes in and says, hey guys, we're taking a quarterback at number 3. That gives the Patriots an unexpected opportunity to get the best pass rusher in the draft at 4, Abdul Carter, a Patriot, somewhat unexpectedly.
Well, what you will be seeing out of the corner of your eye is Vrabel doing a dance. Right? That would make Mike Vrabel so ridiculously happy. All right, I like that draft day declaration, and the owner can always come in and make his moves. Give me the next one. I like this next one here.
Yeah, Ashton Jeanty and Tyler Warren go higher than people think. Talking to people around the league, these are 2 flawless prospects. We're looking at Warren, productive, smart, versatile, and Ashton Jeanty, much more explosive than people realize. He has 50 total rushing touchdowns, had a great year, great yards after contact. These are 2 great offensive players that have no holes in their game.
I'm with you. They're both outstanding prospects. There's another tight end in this draft, Colston Loveland, that some people like as much as Warren. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I agree with you on Jeanty. And then finally, Mike T, the quarterbacks.
Yeah, I think when it's all said and done, 4 quarterbacks are in the first round. Looking at Cam Ward here, Shedeur Sanders from Colorado, number 2. And I think when it's all said and done, Jackson Dart from Ole Miss and Tyler Shugg from Louisville go towards the bottom half of the first round. Again, the value of that 5th year is going to be too hard for teams to pass up. Jalen Milroe, to me, eventually goes top of the 2nd. But I do think 4 quarterbacks go in the first round Thursday night.
So there is a bet on the board. I haven't seen if the odds have moved on this. I will confess, last I checked on it was a few days ago. But on ESPN Bet, you could make an over-under on the number of quarterbacks in round 1, and it's 2.5. Tannenbaum is saying 4. Which side of 2.5 would you lean toward?
Towards what Mike's got. I would say 3 is where I'm thinking, but the first 2 go from 1 to I got Shedeur in the 20s, and then Jackson Dart, a team trading back and taking him. I don't have Shaw or Milroe going, and that's just my mock draft, but I will tell you this. At that back half from 25 to 32, there are going to be teams looking to trade back because the value of the players in this draft from around 20 to 45 are pretty much viewed the same. And you look at teams that have guys that are like Buffalo, the Rams, teams that historically have looked to trade back. I would imagine Les Snead is taking a lot of calls at 26. Hey, who wants a quarterback? We'll get out of here in the first round. So I'm with Mike. I think if there is a trade, it's for a quarterback to get that 5th-year option.
I'm told that it is still 2.5. The over-under at ESPN Bet is still 2.5. So it's an interesting one. And look, these people know things. So, when they set a number, that tells you, 4 is high. And if it does happen, it's because it comes pouring in very late in all this. Are you a guy he mentioned at the beginning of the conversation, the owner steps in and says, guys, we're taking a quarterback. We're not taking a chance. This is too important to us. We're not taking a chance on things not playing out the way we expect. Well, we think we can still get Shedeur. I don't want to do what we can think. He's sitting there. We want him. We're taking him. The owner can do that because it's his team. If the Giants do that, are you working Thursday night? Or you'll be on the.
I'm always working.
You're in the
if I got this right here, I'm working.
Copy.
Yeah.
What are you going to tweet if Roger goes up there on Thursday night and says, with the 3rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Shedeur Sanders, quarterback, Colorado?
Can I say this on Disney?
Lately, sure.
Yeah, right. Maybe not in this window.
Yeah,
but
right.
Yeah.
No, it just be.
What are you even talking about? Say whatever you want.
Right. No, I would literally be shocked. To be honest with you, I would be shocked if the Giants picked a quarterback at 3. I just go at. You got an opportunity to pick a blue chip player. A blue chip player is going to fall to you at 3. And for you to stand pat and just say, I want to pick a quarterback who, in my opinion, just my opinion, I don't think any of these guys are worth the number 3 pick overall. And
Cam Ward included.
Cam Ward included. That's just my feel on it. And so to see the New York Giants to pick 3, do you know how this market is going to go? If a Shedeur Sanders is picked here in
I think that's a rare thing that's being underestimated. The Giants fans aren't clamoring for this. Usually when there's a quarterback, there's momentum, like, let's get the guy. It doesn't feel like locally the Giants fan, and I say that in general, is clamoring for Shedeur Sanders. So there's not the fan sentiment, and then the draft pundits and the scouts are saying he's not worthy of 3. So if you're taking him at 3, Greeny, where's the reasoning?
Well, so let's ask the general manager who has been a GM in this town. Mike T, you've got the owner who always has a say. You've got the fans who are loud. How do those things factor in on Thursday night when they have to make this decision?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you're going to hear from the owner. We heard it about Saquon Barkley a year ago, but there's 2 reasons. 1, it's certainty, and 2, it's the NFC East, meaning that when we drive to the stadium and 6 times a year we're playing Jayden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, and Dak Prescott, and we have 2, let's face it, what they are, journeymen and Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, Shedeur Sanders at least gives us hope that we could go, hopefully, compete against those teams. Right now, we have no hope. So the reason you do it, if you're the Giants, Greeny, we need certainty and we need a meaningful chance to compete.
Yep, and as Bill Polian once famously said to me, and to many others, if you listen to the fans, you wind up sitting with them. So we'll see what happens. All right, coming up to the NBA, and it might have been the most stunning soundbite of the NBA season. It had everyone talking yesterday. You will hear it.
Đây mình lại móc xuống. Rồi lại móc xuống nữa nhé. Đấy, móc nối vào đây. Rồi, sẽ có được một cái vòng tròn màu hồng như thế này. Bây giờ mình lại móc thêm một hàng màu hồng nữa đi. Móc thêm một hàng hồng nhé. Hàng này thì mình móc mỗi đơn thôi nha mọi người. Đây, móc vào đây. Móc những mũi đơn vào. Mình móc luân phiên từng mũi một nhé. Mũi tiếp theo. Đấy, cứ từng mũi một cho đến hết nhé. Đấy, móc tiếp xuống. Mọi người cứ móc từng mũi như này là được. Tiếp tục nhé. Rồi bây giờ sẽ móc tiếp. Đây, móc thêm những mũi tiếp theo vào. Cứ luân phiên từng mũi cho mình. Đấy, mình móc luân phiên vào như này là được. Tiếp nha mọi người, mình sẽ móc tiếp những cái